You guys were, last we left our heroes, they were trying to figure out what of the numerous things they'd like to do. I'd also like to point out that your fixer contact has plenty of shit he would like done, as well as the other things that you were supposed to do and forgot about, wanted to do and forgot about, etc. Or maybe you didn't forget. I don't know. You've got a lot of shit going on. Almost literally spoiled for choice.
So, before we get into anything.
Yes, you were about to say something before you said how do we fix Chris's talkie problem?
Yeah, well, apparently that fixed. Chris, did you turn off your high def, or is it back on, or what?
No, I turned it down.
Cool.
No, you're coming through a lot better.
Yeah, buttons aren't toys.
So one of the things I'm definitely like, I want to check the news for any like crazy. We might have to go to Chinatown for that. You know what I'm talking about, Logan, right?
No.
Why would I want to go to Chinatown?
In this zone? Not a clue.
Crap! That was.
If you're talking about
red carpet.
If you're talking about low
pan,
modern San Angeles.
In this zone, it's because they serve wicked good food, maybe. But there is a flying boat that you can get noodles and fortune cookies and shit on. It goes around
your window.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, it's not to say we can't go to modern San Angeles and visit Chinatown if you want to follow that up.
Yeah, all kinds of shit going on. All kinds. A good idea, since it seems that fate is conspiring to put you two together a lot, is to briefly discuss your goals and objectives. While you do that, I'm going to go to the restroom and get some more drink because empty out, fill up. Okay.
So, what do you want to do here?
Well, I don't really have, besides helping Mildred out, I didn't really have any particular links or ties to cyberspace world.
Me neither.
Besides Violet, Indigo now.
Right. But that's it. And we're basically looking for a power source anywhere that is more advanced than she currently has.
Yeah.
So, it can be found, I'm figuring that's going to be found elsewhere, not here.
Yeah.
So, realistically, I have nothing to give a shit about here, which is why when Logan's like, yeah, I'm prepped for here specifically, I was like,
I'm exactly the same.
Damn,
as I said,
really?
When you put the poll up, I did not vote for new content for cyberspace because I have no interest in this place.
If anything, my main interests are at red carpet. I was assuming yours would be in the quasi fantasy world where you were building your things up.
The furry one. Well, that was. I only got interested there only because I was trying to. It appeared that PCs hadn't been there before, or if they had, there hadn't been a base operations established or anything. So that was more why I had an interest there, was trying to establish base operation for our group.
Got it.
That was my main interest in there, was trying, as I said, just so that when people go there, they've got an established place they can go to.
Okay. So we have that.
The only one thought I had, well, more than one thought, but the robot that we encountered in the glass city that had the weird crap for sale, it sold SIM cards for multiple dimensions, multiple realities, realms, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it actually showed me the list, and there was lots and lots and lots. So, depending on the nature of the way they're named, we could potentially try and find a more futuristic place than this place to try and find more advanced batteries created by humans.
Take guard for being devious and shit.
Unless you already, besides the post-apocalyptic one, that's the only, which is not really more futuristic than this place. Insta-hero, gain a hero instantly.
Oh, you needed after last time.
Oh yeah, I'm now up to 8.
Hooray!
And the villagers rejoiced.
Yes.
Chris, how many overflow are you up to?
I'm still at 50. I blew through a bunch too last session.
And Pete, how many overflow are you at?
21.
We'll get Pete up to one special power sometime.
Well, I've saw that already. Well, I earned a special power by aligning with Indigo.
Yeah.
Oh, I will say that the one thing about the post-apocalyptic with aliens is that they do know things about the great old ones and whatnot. Like, that's a thing. They know what's up with that.
Yeah,
I don't know if I ever told you that or not.
No, although the alien race, I think, was they were advanced form of Mygo or something along those lines.
Yes, definitely, that's what they are.
Yeah.
By the way, quick side note, if you ever die, then you may or may not, you're not sure yet. Neither of you have died yet to the best of my knowledge. You may or may not lose your affinity for and power granted from Indigo.
Yes.
E. Warren says I.
Yes, I was curious about that. Not curious enough to kill myself to find out, but
they do have a suicide booth somewhere in the city.
I thought there was a bunch of them where they all get.
You're not sure.
Aced.
You're not sure. There could be people living in some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just that horrible place. Where do you live? Suicide booth. Oh, lucky. How'd you get that place? Put in a quarter. The other guy living there never knew what hit him. The housing market.
So yes.
You guys want to go back to watching TV while you're discussing things, or not?
Yes, that's fine.
All right. They're doing one of those storage shed things where they go and they bid on the different storage sheds, and they open it up to give them a glimpse, and some horrible monster jumps out and starts mauling the fuck out of people, and the cameraman's like, "Wow, this is a good one," and so on.
That's nice.
Yeah.
The jungle out there.
Mm-hmm.
It is indeed. The labs have got to put their failed experiment somewhere.
Okay, and the vampires was also red carpet too, wasn't it? Or was that here?
Yes. No, it was not here. We had a cross channel. And which is why I asked about the uranium, because that was in the same newscast as the vampires. So I wasn't sure if we had a cross channel with all that news events or just the vampires.
There was a flicker between the two in the TV between the two shows. It's so minor it's not worth pointing out.
Mm-hmm.
So the uranium was also red carpet?
No, uranium's here.
Definitely here.
Uranium here, vampires, red carpet. It appears to be.
Because you don't have enough concerns and shit in the world.
Looking into that uranium would probably be rather... That'd be some rough shit, I'm thinking.
Yeah, it would be extremely hard to look into as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just because everybody and their brother is trying to investigate that as far as law enforcement goes, because they are taking it seriously.
Exactly. So unless we were hired as consultants by the FBI or whoever, Homeland Security or whoever, yes. So it's not even worth worrying about, I don't think.
Turning to a different channel that has news on the uranium, you guys can both give me evidence analysis roles as you are chatting over what to do and keeping half an eye on the news and stuff. Because you're both very experienced at investigatory things.
Evident.
For very different reasons.
02.
I see.
Which is, strangely enough, a crit.
Odd. How about you, Chris? Did you crit too, just to show how experienced you are at investigation, or did you get a fumble? No.
No, I got a negative 30. Negative 30 on it though.
No problem. Basically, the cops and government are going around, and if somebody is suspected of letting that shit out, so to speak, they're pretty much shot while trying to escape. They are just blasting through. They're bull in the china shop type tactics. There's not a lot of subtlety. It's like, this guy may have sold uranium. Maybe. Shoot him to make sure. Good. Next. That sort of thing. It's definitely harsh law enforcement. It's on the strict side of harsh. They don't have a lot of due process and stuff like that here. It's like, oh, the uranium disappeared on your watch. Bullet to the head.
And some people would say it's a cover-up. The government actually was the ones who took it, and they're killing all the witnesses, so the story can't get out.
Absolutely. There are those kind of conspiracy theorists and such. Like, as soon as you have the internet, then all the whack jobs discover each other, and they're not just a lone whack job anymore. They're part of a community.
Yep.
So, yeah. Whatever else you guys want to discover, I just want to let you know the current state of affairs.
Mm-hmm. So if we use that in conjunction with Clem, we could potentially find a more futuristic place. Are you aware of anybody who's actually kicked a bucket, Doc? Any?
I didn't. I think Alex might have.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think he hopped in a suicide booth and oopsed himself. I think. I could be wrong, but
I wouldn't put it past him.
No, not at all.
That is the first total party wipeout I'd had in a while.
You were just running Matt solo, were you?
No, I had a whole group of motherfuckers getting the suicide booth. They had to They had to lube themselves up to get all three in at once. So good. So good. You'll get to hear it eventually. By the way, Pete, if I haven't said so, go ahead and start listening to
I'm about
stuff.
Halfway through the Matt and Yana in Canada with where the gender roles have swapped.
Mm-hmm. Yana liked that place for some reason.
Yes.
So I've gone through my notes.
Oh!
Yes.
And the major points of interest all happen in red carpet land. So I'm going to slap some bitches for saying that cyber is the place to go. Because it is not.
Well, it depends on what people
in. There's 3 things that we can do here that at least I have notes on. There's the uranium, which we both are like,
yeah.
There's the Dexacor block from Apex Corp going on.
Oh yeah.
And then there's the sewers, and then Indigo, but that's kind of a side thing that we have to just keep a lookout for. Everything else. Go ahead.
Yep. I was just going to say, does Indigo still want more metal?
Always, but I think she's like now. If I ever we show up to go see Indigo, that's more of a like I brought flowers to a date type of thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't need it anymore. She's self-sufficient at this point.
Okay.
Take card, Chris. That's a good analysis there.
Because I was just thinking, because we could always go to one of the older places and where metal is cheap or mined or whatever, buy up enough that we can carry, and then bring it across and dump it on her.
It's not that expensive right now here. It's not something that I really worry about.
Yep.
I think it'd be more of a pain in the ass to go back to get it and then bring it here. And
actually, I suppose we've since we seem to be colonizing the solar system and with companies out on various planets, I assume there's a lot of asteroid mining going on. So yeah, so metals wouldn't be that hard to come by.
So right now, the other things I got going on in my notes that seem important is Lopan, which is in red carpet, Vampires, which is in red carpet, The Pallid Mask, which is in red carpet, The Girl with the White Eyes, which is in red carpet.
Yes. So, all right, the Girl with White Eyes. I can't remember if you were there when I got the information or not about her being the number plates on her vehicle being from the Israeli embassy.
Yeah, I was going to say on that, be sure to feel free to exchange whatever information you guys want, because I'm not sure if I think you may have gone through the parties separately, but you've both been through it, so feel free.
No, I think I was there with Doc because I was there when she danced with him.
Yes.
Oh.
I did it twice. Yeah,
I wasn't 100% sure if you were there when I got some more information about her.
And that's what we have. We have Mildred's girlfriend. But
yes, which we can't really progress until Mildred turns up again.
Well, right, actually, give me memory rolls.
I mean, the memories. Nope.
Cool.
Forgotten about. Fuck that bitch.
All right, fair enough.
No, I mean, there's the doctor doing the thing for her, which was going to take a couple of weeks, but I remembered that when Alex got his money from the hobo boxing ring, that gave us enough money to cover for all the gear that he needed. So it was just a matter of time.
When eventually it gets published and you listen to it, you'll be like, oh, that's fine. So anyway.
I mean, and she had a couple of jobs going on, and we helped her with the one she asked us to help her with. And she hadn't asked us to help her with the missing person one.
Since you mentioned that, everybody give me new memory rolls unless you'd fumbled the other one.
No, I didn't fumble.
I was looking at Chris's 95. I didn't know where his memory was at.
I mean, there was Mary Talbot. She was looking for Mary Talbot from Gale Systems. And there was the job for Mr. Wizard to snatch and grab, which we did.
I got my memory this time.
So did I.
She actually had mentioned that she wasn't able to do the missing person because she was going on to do a bodyguarding thing for a cross-country type deal.
She didn't mention that to us.
Oh, okay. Well, it's her own fault then, fucker. So, anyway.
Because I did say last week when we were playing that...
Right, that we'd rather do the missing person than...
That's right.
That's
right.
true. So, anyway,
we did it because that was what she was doing.
Got it. As far as all of the other missions you've named off, feel free to do whatever the fuck you want, because I know what's going on. Although it may not be like a full session in any of them. It may just be that's what's going on. If you're wanting to find out shit, as to what's going on, feel free. Because I know what's going on. Whether you're able to find anything out, who knows?
Yeah. And then, hold on. And then there's the sewers, which is everywhere.
Yeah, and they seem to be linked, so changes
Lots
in
of
damage to sewers here, it seems to replicate across, etc.
Kind of.
Everywhere-ish.
Everywhere-ish, yes.
The sewer seems to be kind of a weird deal right now.
Yeah. They seem to be in flux.
It's underneath the Dream Park.
Woo! He still remembers the Dream Park mods I ran. Woo!
Yeah, my memory for that kind of shit that breaks your brain is pretty good.
Do you remember the giggling zombies still?
No, I don't remember that.
Okay, good.
Yes. Israeli consul. Their ID is only 2 years old.
Sway to carry me. Always gonna remember the corn eater. How can you forget that guy? Scary individual.
That was the weirdest newbie ever. He was the Jabba the Hutt of newbies.
Yeah, that guy was bizarre. I'd never seen anybody insert half a corn cob in their mouth, twist it, and it pops out fucking clean.
Wow.
No, it was worse than that because he put it in and all you could see was like the end of it, and then you'd watch the end rotate, and then he'd pull it out clean. He'd just sit there and chew it, and he was like because I'm a fat dude, but he was like the fat kind of hanging off him, like he used to be bigger, and then it kind of went and like Jabba the Hutt. And he stopped feeding up, or he stopped showing up when we stopped feeding him.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if he just lived to go to different gaming groups to get food as treasure. I don't understand it. I don't even remember him gaming at all. I don't know what happened with that.
All I remember is that he always wanted Swade to carry him because his feet hurt. And he thought that was hilarious. And I knew Ralph was going to be acing him soon. I was waiting for it. I'm like, this is not going to end well for you, buddy. And there's that Indian guy that would show up on like Friday night, play for like 3 hours, and then he had to go home. And we always left his character somewhere on the island.
Yeah,
we were playing the Highlander campaign, and we were all long-lived. we would keep dropping his character off with his other characters that had been left there for years.
Pretty soon there was like 20 or 30 guys running down the shore. No, save us! And they just tossing everyone off the boat and sail away.
Yep. That's why we stopped. Instead of stopping there, we would just get close and throw him overboard.
And yet he still kept coming to roleplay with you.
Not for very long.
No.
Well, I mean, he just didn't play enough for him to be worth keeping around.
Yeah.
I mean, I was surprised he stayed around after the glass exploded on his head. I mean...
Oh, was he the one that happened to?
That was the first night where the glass from the top of your lamp exploded.
You want me to tell Pete that story real quick?
Go ahead. Okay.
I'm a dumbass. This is well documented. And for some reason, my TV had a sheet of glass over the screen. And so I had one of those stupid lamps like this. They had like the super hot bulb inside, but I lived next to a swamp, so bugs would always get in there and then kill themselves and then stink. And so I thought, I'll put the glass over the light. Yay! The bugs stopped getting in. So the new guy, apparently this poor bastard, was sitting under the light, and it exploded. And so he's sitting there in hot glass, it's raining down on him, it's going in the back of his shirt, and he's going, ah! And everybody just stopped what they're doing and looked at him, because this is a swamp house. Everybody there was a dick to everybody else all the time. It was just part of the culture of the swamp house. And so we all watched him scream and twitch around for a while, and I was like, welcome to the game. And then we all went back to the game.
Like, not even missing a beat, like, not making sure he was okay or nothing.
No, there was none of that compassion and shit. No. Oh, we are fucking horrible. This is why we had a problem getting and retaining new people, I think. We're just
it was also how we vetted people, though, too. I mean, if they put up with us. I mean, how long did Kuzma last? I didn't think he was going to last.
He's a weird dude.
So very weird dude.
Let's move on with this campaign, because we don't want to bore Pete with war stories. We can do that after the game.
Yeah.
Poor Pete. He's locked into the war story channel.
Well, I have heard quite a few of them already at different times about the swamp house.
The swamp house was a legendary thing.
All right. So did we want to go to Red Carpet Land then?
I wouldn't mind. That's where everything I want to do is.
Mm-hmm.
even if, the powers that be aren't sure all of what is going on, at least we get some more information for later.
By the way, you're coming in staticky again, Chris. I'm not sure what's up.
There's nothing I can do.
All right. Oh, I'm not pushing any fucking buttons on my end this time.
That's too low. There we go. Hold on. Is this any better?
A little bit.
But see, what I think is going to happen is I keep lowering my bandwidth to my camera, and then like whatever else is eating bandwidth here just keeps taking it, and then it's getting to the point where I have nothing again.
Yeah,
so I'll have to reset it.
Quite possibly.
Do whatever you think is good.
Are there other devices in the house that may be consuming the bandwidth?
Mm-hmm.
Have you tried smashing them?
I would love to, but I need a place to live still. Oh, you didn't mean the people, you meant devices. Never mind.
Potentially still have the same effect, though.
I can't wait until you get enough money to move to a place you want to live. I see. Okay, moving on. Right. So, where do you guys want to go?
So,
do we want to go to the barbershop?
Yeah, we need to check out to see if it's open again.
Well, let's see. It's been a
couple of days.
It's currently closed because I believe it was blown up last time. Wait, no, that wasn't. Yeah, apparently somebody blew up the barbershop a lot, and it's currently being repaired. You can give me construction rolls to figure out how long until it is done being repaired.
You give me an architectural?
Sure, I'm happy with that.
I have to check. I might actually have gotten that.
The architect's skit.
Yeah.
Not yet, you think, shrug. If you know a different way to get to where you're going, that's a good way to try. But were you guys around do you guys know who blew it up?
Yeah, we did.
Ah, good. Then it won't come as a huge surprise. Excellent. I wasn't sure if it was you guys or the other group.
No, we know nothing. We know nothing.
All right, that's fair. No sign of the barber is around at all, and it just says closed for repairs.
Yes, no, it was us investigating, using it as a drop point, etc., for others of our group, and finding somebody else who put a safe in there already for that purpose.
Okay, yeah.
We did discover that there is sewers directly underneath it.
Well, yes.
By Doc falling into them.
Or at least it has under stuff, whether it connects to the sewers.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it does have under stuff.
It doesn't connect to the sewers. So, right, what would you guys like to do next? It is being repaired. Your guess is like a few days, and it should be okay. I mean, you could go watch interdimensional cable, I guess.
No. We've got a few days here, so we've got checking out the sewers.
Well, we could see what that other job Mildred's girlfriend wanted, and go see what's up with that.
That's what I was thinking. Give her a buzz and see how she's going, and if she needs a hand.
So you're going to...
Did she give us that? She didn't give us that job. She said she couldn't do it. So
no. She gave us the Mr. Wizard job. And she was looking after a job of finding a Mary Talbot for Gale Systems.
I'll give her a call.
There's no answer on her phone, oddly.
Maybe we should go to the spot.
Did you use the burner phone she gave us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just says that they're out of range of the signal and stuff.
Okay, well, let's go to the spot. Let's go to where she stays and see what's up there.
No problem. Checking for her thing real quick. Ooh, adjust. There we go. Right. There's a gaping, smoldering, blackened hole where her place used to be. It appears that your best guess is evidence analysis roles.
Spring cleaning.
Spring cleaning. Excellent.
I didn't make mine.
I made mine.
You're thinking bombardment from orbit or spring cleaning, Pete? Somebody.
So it wasn't an explosion from within.
No, you're going to guess that it's like somebody up there didn't like her. Quite literally up there.
Okay. Yeah, somebody dropped a bomber on the place. But the important question is, did our box survive?
There's literally a gaping, smoking hole where her place used to be.
Yeah, our box was outside her place. Did it survive?
Oh, your cardboard box.
Yes.
Pete, give me a luck roll, -30.
Where's my luck? There it is. Oops. -30, no.
No, it has succumbed to its grievous wounds.
Curses.
Oh, the humanity!
That's what they get for trying to sublet out our box.
Both of you guys take a card. You are such freaks. So,
I wonder.
All right.
Well, there's the Ripper Doc that she went to. We could.
The Ripper Doc she went to.
Didn't she? Hold on.
No, we got a Ripper Doc. We found a Ripper Doc that helped us with that other case. That was the really good friend. Is that the one you're thinking of?
Yeah.
That helped. That actually, we could go check with the individual that we found. That's building the machine for her.
See if he might. Yeah.
Yeah,
she might
so
have gotten in contact with him.
Yes.
So we go to his place.
No problem. Yes, he's still alive and such. He recognizes you guys. He goes, "Oh yeah, you're friends of that lady."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're the ones that saved you in Arizona.
Yeah.
Wherever it was.
Yeah.
We're the ones that have given you several 100,000 credits.
I mean, yeah.
And he's the one who took the bug out of you that they kept how they kept finding you. That was attached to your liver or kidney or something.
How can I help you? Isn't he working on something for you guys, like dealing with replicants? Isn't he building a device right now to yeah?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, he's working hard on it. He's not that far into it because it's been like a few days since you've last seen him, apparently.
Just whether or not said individual has contacted you recently.
I'd heard that she was off on the cross-country mission and stuff, and
she was talking about was that cross-country motorbike thingy or whatever race, that cross-country race she was banging on about.
Right. Yeah. And since those are different countries, and usually at least semi-war with each other, the cell phone service doesn't connect.
All right.
It's stupidly risky, but it pays well, apparently, is what I'd heard.
Yep. All right, Robert. Thank you for that.
He salutes and goes back to whatever the fucking project he was working on is.
All right. So
is it the project to prolong her life?
No.
And put her into a standby mode so we can.
Yeah, that's right.
Take her across through a gate like luggage.
Yeah.
And then reactivate her in a different realm.
The reactivating is going to be the tricky part, but yeah he's working. He's working.
It's going to have Yana here because it's her pause that's going to get burnt.
No, I have a feeling it's going to be my pause because no one else knows how to fix them.
No, well, assumably he's coming up with a method that's going to be press this device here on her neck there
when
to reactivate.
Has it ever been that easy?
No, but the thing is, no, it's never been that easy. The fact that we've had to find him to get it done in the first place. But all I mean is that it will be, and there will be an X percentage chance of it working. And because Yana's the one doing it, she's going to be the one burning her paws.
Okay, it's nice to have hopes and dreams like that.
Do you know what the woman with no name's specialty is?
Letting other people do things for her.
Carry on. Take a card for Yana. I don't know what her character specialty is either, honestly.
And she's a psychiatrist.
Oh, right. Yeah, she's never actually talked to anybody in the group about their problems because she has more. She's like, do you sometimes feel alienated? You should cut them with this knife. Ah!
Yeah. She's yes, in a pit all of her own.
Yeah. So, right. What would you like to do next? You visited that guy. You visited the place you blew up, which is apparently still working on. And by the way, there was something weird about the construction because there's no construction people around. There was just construction gear set up, but it looked like construction work had been done. So you're not sure what's up with that.
Maybe maybe the one who's safe we pilfered. Maybe they keep fucking with the people that are trying to rebuild the place because they're pissed. I can see that.
Yeah, maybe, or I think it is the Matrix as such, or whatever the thing is. It's
if you're looking at it, nothing's going on. But if you're not looking at it.
So if we come back in a day's time, we will find that the construction has advanced.
It cut twos for us.
Yes.
And it's like now loading, and then
Yes, that's right.
All right, so we got that going.
Most people would be a little horrified to learn that they're living in the Matrix, and you guys are like, eh.
Well, it's because one of our theories as to why things are the way they are in regards to the way people react, the way the non-travelers, the non-Doras react in the different realms.
It's not like we can eject ourselves. Logan, I forced myself to eject from the Matrix.
I know that at least two of us, if given the opportunity to go into the Matrix and shit like that, might do it immediately. Pete, I don't know because he's got shit on the outside, but Chris and I would be gone so fast it'd make his head spin. So,
Actually, that reminds me of something I was curious about in this cyberpunk world. Do they have the ability to upload skills?
Skillsoft?
Yeah.
You can get Skillsoft, but honestly, it's a little bit better than you're learning, and you get to remove a big chunk of yourself to have it slapped into your head and shit.
Really? You downgraded it that much?
Oh yeah, cybernetics is horrible here. Plus, all the cards that have cybernetic malfunction and shit during combat. Yeah, people still routinely die from getting bad chips and stuff like that. So it's possible, but they're not all that good.
If you want it done, you need to let me know.
Shows him with a screwdriver or drill.
I was just thinking in regards that, well, depending on what we were doing with, when I was originally thinking about Mildred's girlfriend, and depending on where we took her and about potentially having to learn new skills and stuff, I thought, wait a minute, cyberpunk, the whole Matrix as well. You got the whole uploading your skills. Perhaps that's a way maybe they exist, and then I thought, and potentially it's a way for us to get a bit better than basics in mining.
Well, I'm not saying that you couldn't strap Mildred down and install a fucking thing into her head and stuff, but Doc Fulton knows from experience that having anything installed in his head, basically every night his body attempts to make it go away.
Yeah.